are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So, what brings you in here today?
I've just been feeling very anxious just with everything going on in my life.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about these anxious feelings.
They're mainly with school just because it's getting towards the end of the semester. So everything's just winding down and I just feel like very overwhelmed with all the assignments and tests I'm having.
So you say you're feeling overwhelmed. Does this happen often, or is this something that's new and that's why?
It's definitely significantly worse than it has been in the past, and that's why my parents thought it would be best for me to come in today. School's just always been overwhelming for me, but just specifically for right now, it's really hard.
Okay, and you mentioned that your family wanted you to come in, your parents specifically. Do you feel like you wanted to come in today, or do you think it's more them kind of pushing this on you?
I mean, I know that I definitely have been more anxious and overwhelmed recently, so I don't mind coming in, but they really made me more aware of what is actually going on.
So it sounds like you have a good relationship with your parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
So is that kind of a relaxation for you when you find that you're overwhelmed?
It can be, but other times they just don't understand why I'm so anxious. They just think they don't know like the type of assignments that I have to do and like the tests that I have. So they might think that it's just like I shouldn't be so anxious about everything.
So it sounds like you're you're a little frustrated as well on top of your anxieties in school. So do you think maybe your frustrations are also attributing to your anxiety?
Yeah, I would say they are definitely a part of it. I'm also a part of the cheerleading team, so that also just causes more anxiety. So it's just frustrating to plan everything out, like on a time schedule, just to make sure I get everything done.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more about cheerleading. It sounds like that's something fun you enjoy to do.
Yeah, it definitely does help me with my anxiety and definitely decreases it, but at the same time it also can heighten it just because it's taking time out of my day where I could be doing homework and assignments. And I feel like sometimes I even just push my assignments off because of cheer, so it's harder to get them done.
I wonder if cheer stopped being a stress relief and started being a stressor in your life. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it definitely could have been. But just recently, it's just been making me more anxious than before. So something definitely could have changed that.
Okay. So why do you say more recently? I mean, you mentioned you're a junior in college, right? I think I remember seeing that. So why do you think recently?
Just with the type of classes that I'm in, and I'm going into senior year soon, so I just I'm taking more harder courses, so I just feel like the type of tests and assignments are more impactful for graduate school and more stressful, so.
Okay. Now going back to your family, is it just you and your parents? Do you have other siblings, or?
No, it's just me and my parents.
Okay, so it's just you and them at home, so when you come home, it's really a lot on you, a lot on school, correct? So maybe let's dive a little more deep into when you get home from school. Let's see, what is your anxiety level kind of there when you get home?
Well, that's when I get home from school or work, so I want to just relax, so I feel like that makes me less likely to do homework right when I get home. Like I'll do my homework more at the end of the night, which I feel like kind of affects my anxiety.
Okay. So you said it affects your anxiety since you come home and you want to relax. What about your social life? How's that?
It's good. Definitely haven't been going out as much as I have been in the past. Just because of school and just homework and cheer, it's just busy. So mainly cheer is my social life. But I mean, it's good. I hang out with my friends whenever I can. I hang out with my boyfriend, so I feel like my social life doesn't really impact my anxiety as much.
Okay, and I hear you talking about your friends and your boyfriend without even mentioning your anxiety until the end of your statement. So it seems that that's something in your life that's not anxiety provoking, which is a beneficial thing.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit more about your relationship with your boyfriend. How's that?
It's pretty good for the most part. I mean, sometimes we have some fights which can increase my anxiety, but for the most part, we have a good relationship.
That's good. So that's also another positive thing. It seems the reoccurring theme here is that school is your really big anxiety provoker. So walk me through the process of when you start to feel like you're anxious.
Just when I realize how many assignments that I have, I write down all my assignments that I have to do, and if it's more than like 5 that I have to do in a day, then I'll start to freak out. I just, like with the readings and assignments and studying for tests, it can all just really impact my anxiety and make me a lot more stressed out.
I wonder if those lists are kind of causing a little more anxiety than maybe just writing it as a day by day or a week by week instead of all in one place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I like to get things done sooner than later, so I thought that the list would help me just organize myself and like my assignments that I have to do and prioritize them, but it actually might be affecting my anxiety. Just seeing all the assignments that I have like that are going to be due that week just makes me anxious.
So far today we've talked about how school is a really big anxiety provoker for you, but you feel like when you come home it's a little bit less, and when you're with your friends and your boyfriend that it's less of an anxiety situation for you. So I think we've talked about a lot of good things today, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Good job.